Initially, Dietrich was the most boring thing about this game to me. It looked like we were just gonna have Jeritza be a protagonist, but now instead of having a at least somewhat distinct design.
Pardon the interruption.
Ah, don't sneak up on us like that!
Plus, look at the other three and their stories that actually have stakes. But since the Nintendo Direct, he's become increasingly strange. Even though he's still the character with the least revealed about his story, they have revealed detail upon detail that's made me question not only how he fits into Fortune's Weave, but also how he fits into the lore of Three Houses in this whole Fogland Dagda universe. Part 1. The Sword. This is the part that's been fucking with me from the beginning, right? Some of this other stuff, it's only come with time. This one, I've mentioned it in many videos. Why the fuck does he have a relic? And he has the crest of Lamine, which already had a canon and a non-canon crest weapon, one of which was already used by one of the elites. Now, what some people told me back in the olden times, a couple months ago, was, well, it could be an Agarthan weapon. It could be made after the War of Heroes. It could be bullshit. On Nintendo's Japanese website for the game, a clip of Dietrich's voyage cutscene was shown off.
あんたのそれ、もしかして英雄の遺産じゃないか。そんなことより、それ、名前は？名はアンスウェラ。聞いたことあるぜ。魔剣アンスウェラ。フォドラ実決のうち一人。美しき魔法剣士ラミーヌが振るったと言われる伝説の大技物だ。
So that was a fucking lie.
This was already something that confused the fuck out of me. We've seen Lamine. Now suddenly Lamine is known across Fogland as a magical sword wielder, as in everyone thinks she's a sword wielder and magic is just a fucking adjective tacked on, right? This could mean a few things. Number 1, it's a retcon, nothing matters, all your theories are wrong, blah blah blah, yuck. Number 2, Lamine had a sister that used swords. I mean, I don't know why they do this, but I guess there might have been 2 Lamines and one of them got erased from history by Rhea. But if we are going to be erasing shit from history in general, I have an alternative idea. This is not a relic of Lamine at all. What if this weapon was used by someone entirely different who was lost to history, similarly to the 4 apostles or Ernest?
What is this? Who are you? Who are you?
And through the power of propaganda suggestion, the world was convinced that not only was this used by Lamine, but that Lamine could even tell a saber from a rapier at all. Now, I'm an avid believer in there only being one crest stone of each crest in Dragon. Don't fucking start with Three Hopes' weapons. That was a book that you found in the Shadow Realm with no explanation so Mercedes could have an actual weapon. Meaning that this weapon may not even be the crest of Lamine at all. Maybe it's some crest without a weapon at all, like Ernest or some of the apostles. I forget which ones don't have weapons. I'll probably show it here. Or even one that has been lost to history that we don't know about. I mean, it'd be a pretty small world if we just were told of every relic and everything that was lost to history. We just get to know it. Byleth is so special, we get to learn everything. Part 2 is a personal skill. This is something that has come to bug me a bit more gradually than the sword-shaped elephant in the room. From the beginning, the similarities to Jeritza were crazy, even past looks. For instance, he likes his sister, cares about her a lot, likes sweets. They even have the same personal skill, murderous intent. And that's the thing that hit me recently as weird. That personal skill they share really isn't the same thing. Now, what do I mean? Well, time for a character overview. In Three Houses, the root of Jeritza's murderous intent is his alter ego. But the Death Knight isn't just a mask he puts on to farm aura and fodder alike. The Death Knight is an entirely different personality that he developed as a response to killing the entire House of Bartels and being isolated from his family. Jeritza has a deep loathing for himself, and even more for the Death Knight, which he at multiple instances refers to as a monster dwelling within him, and wishes to not even think about him when he is on the battlefield. Roll the tapes!
But he is merely an illusion, a demon who resides in my heart. He is not me, not who I am at my core. He thrives and feasts upon blood, death, suffering. So while I sit here eating, I prefer to just be myself. Jeritza, I would like to be who I truly am.
This is why the world has the Death Knight. For my goals to be achieved, both men are indispensable.
You're greedy to desire that monster's power. Without the war, I would just be killing someone less deserving. When it ends, our contract expires. Then I face my punishment.
You're still adamant about that? I agree that, circumstances aside, a crime like yours warrants some kind of punishment. But there are other ways to go about it. For example, you could atone for your sins by doing good in the world. Or is anything less than perdition off the table? It's not as if the members of House Bartels were completely innocent, after all.
That is what you want, not me. It is my future. I choose how I live and die.
Off topic, but Edelgard really likes dead naming Jeritza. She does it like 3 or 4 times in her Three Hopes conversation alone. Put that on the list of felonies. In much of his screen time, Jeritza wishes to either be used as a weapon merely to keep the Death Knight in check and stop the Death Knight from killing civilians, or for him to be executed outright once he runs out of battles. His need to fight isn't some "son, I heard you beat cancer, you must be pretty strong" Goku bullshit, but rather because he is fully taken over by a persona that wishes for nothing more than to kill every last one of them. There we go, we said it. And I know we only have pre-release information at the time being, but Dietrich seems pretty far from this. He seems content just finding strong people to fight. He enjoys more simple things like sweets and caring for his sister, but these aren't some escape from the torment of being forced to kill. It's just, I don't know, he has multiple hobbies, I guess. Even the way that Dietrich and Alucard, I wrote Alucard here, shit. Even the way that Dietrich and Jeritza see beauty in nature seems to be different. With Jeritza having a fondness for animals, he talks about liking cats and multiple supports. He even helps a cat in his Three Hopes support with Shez. You know, you need that kind of like cuteness to juxtapose the angst. This is juxtaposed against Dietrich, who has a soft monster fucker moment in this clip we saw earlier.
While sailing a stormy sea. Beautiful.
Being tormented and forced to kill because of a demon inside you versus being a hero for fun. I wonder why they decided to make these characters seemingly so similar but make them differ on such big fronts. I may just have a crack theory though. Part 3. Crack?
What the
Now this is a complete shot in the dark, but I'm gonna be correct. What if in the scenario in which Dietrich wins a wish from the tournament, you know, you beat his route, he finds himself at a loss at what to wish for? He joined this tournament by chance. He wanted to just fight a bunch of cool, strong people, right? And he did that. He accomplished his goal before even getting the wish. It's like someone joined the Holy Grail War, and when they get to the Holy Grail, they're like, well, fuck, I don't know what to do now. I was pretty happy just killing Shiroemiya. What is he gonna wish for? Like some never melting gelato or some shit? No. What if he were to wish to become a spirit, one that takes over the minds of others throughout time, urging them to fight and kill? What if Dietrich himself is the murderous intent that Jeritza is host to? Removed from the mortal plane, he would forego all other interests, all other personality traits, in favor of fighting and killing. And with nobody to bring the answer back to Fodlan, it'd be lost in Dagda for generations to come. This could be one of the corniest fucking things in the series, and we just had Fire Emblem Engage.
The Fire Emblem?
And we just got announced that this game's real stakes is a endgame level threat. But, you know, it's very plausible. The only thing I could see stopping the writers from doing this shit is because writers in choice-based games are allergic to canonizing any route that doesn't have golden route plastered in big bold letters across it and require you to do like jump through multiple hoops to get to it. Dietrich continues to be a bit of an enigma to me, and although I'm still on Team Theodora, my wife.
My whole life is changed since you came in. I knew back then you were that special. I'm so in love, so deep in love.
With the mechanic of being able to jump between routes being revealed, I will be keeping a pretty close eye on him from now on. Hey, thanks for watching. Come watch me at twitch.tv/LodeStarClaws. I hope everyone's chill with my new, more analytical thoughts on the game before it comes out. I got pretty overwhelmed trying to keep up with the character descriptions and all that fucking shit, especially after the direct dropped. But also, I'm working on some other videos, both on other Fire Emblem games and some non-Fire Emblem stuff. God forbid that bombs. But thanks again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and bye-bye.